So here you've got some questions for us?
No.
Not so much a question as Gingy said to say hello, and I got my free whiskey
It's more than I ever get.
last week.
You've both released CDs. What's it like to actually have those out there and having people buy them?
CDs.
CDs, yeah, we both released albums. It's great, it's fantastic. There's honestly no better feeling. Especially when you've written, I know George has as well, when you've written your own songs on it, and to hear, you know, that people are enjoying your own songs and you know, your songs have touched them in some way, it really is fantastic. I mean, obviously the thing with Celtic Thunder is that, you know, we do covers and we do traditional Irish songs, and they reach a lot more people than our solo CDs have, but at the same time, there's something very personal and special about, you know, something you've written, you know, because you feel a certain way about a subject, or you feel a certain way about something that's happened in your past, and that is connected with people. So certainly, for me anyway, it's definitely the highlight of doing music is being able to do that and get the music out there to those people to listen to it.
Ditto. Have you heard any of the solo CDs? Oh my goodness.
So we like to say
Mine doesn't open yet.
It is though.
Anyone else?
this lady in the middle. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Your wife and daughter are going to be joining you at some point?
Yep, they'll be
For
over.
me, close.
Yes, Brian's wife and daughter will be over.
Just haven't found her.
Yeah, we'll over at some point. I think there's a school holiday, so we don't want to take the daughter out of school. I don't know when it'll be yet.
You must miss them a lot when you're on tour,
You
right?
would think so. I don't know. I think they are of the frame of mind. They know what we do for a living, so you know the guys could work in the oil rigs and be away for a month or two at a time. So there's many jobs you could do to keep away for a while. I'm just fortunate I get to spend the travel all over.
Sorry, we'll come. This one coming down.
Stereo.
Every time we see you, you're all very amazingly talented, and we enjoy it every time. Even when you switch out different members, we still enjoy it. Everyone is amazing. My question is, those of us who have watched you for a long time, is it difficult when you have to switch somebody else in and somebody else out? Again, they're all amazingly talented, and that's without doubt, but is it more difficult for you to switch out?
I think that's one of the strengths of the show. I mean, you wouldn't get into a Celtic Thunder selection without being good at what you're doing, I think. And if you've met meaning like say Emmett or young Daniel now, Neil who's been there on and off in the background has came forward, well, everybody's good at their job, so I don't think it's hard to blend in. I think you lose old friends when the other ones go, but you know they're away pursuing what they want to do as well. So I don't think it's hard to get it going together. Everyone seems to gel well enough, and I think everybody's practical enough to know that what you have to do, you have to have a lot of give and take. Because like living 5 of us, 6 of us living on one bus for 3 months, I mean, your closest relative would have a fight somewhere along the line with that. So the number of times I've thrown Ryan off the bus, 0. Who does? This is it's all lies. It's all lies.
I think the loudest in our bus is now Daniel. The loudest
But I have a serious question, George.
Oh.
I just ordered your new bed for home yet?
You're paying too much attention. No, I'll get it when I go back. I've not got a car either.
I was just going to say about the car.
No,
Before I left.
so we'll have a collection after.
Anyone wants to buy a CD called The White Rose, they can get it.
This gentleman at the back here. I haven't got a question from the gentleman yet.
What was your inspiration to do Storm? I liked it very
Money, I
much.
think, wasn't it?
It certainly wasn't the money, that's for sure. Well, do you know what, I think, I mean, Sharon obviously came up with the idea and then went to Phil with it. I think she wanted to do something completely different, and that's certainly what she did, that's for sure. It was one of those things, I think, you know, when we came into it with an open mind as well. It was great because we had for the first sort of 2 or 3 years, obviously, we've been doing the same thing, doing the covers and doing the extras. So this was totally off the scale. Whenever she sat us down and tried to explain the story and what was going on, we were like, I don't know what's going on either, to be perfectly honest. But it was a lot of fun. To be honest, it's probably, I don't know if this is the show I enjoyed most, but it certainly was. For me personally, it was great. It was great because there was probably more theatrical than anything we'd ever done before. And you know, when Sharon was flying trees from Florida up to Canada, and you just heard something weirder happening every day. You know, about me jumping out of trees and this is going to happen, this is going to happen. But it's something actually. To be honest, myself and George, I'm going to get a DVD off the Workscape tonight because I haven't even seen it yet. So I haven't seen it yet, so I haven't seen it. So we were talking about watching tonight in the bus if we get it. But it was a lot of fun. It was something different.
It was great.
Challenging the moment normally. Not that this isn't challenging, but I think coming from the backgrounds that we've come from, doing this kind of thing, I wouldn't say second nature, but it's got its own challenges. But that was something totally left field kind of thing.
Of course, for Phil Coulter, who wrote virtually all the music, original music, it was like he locked himself away in Spain for 2 weeks. I think 2 or 3 weeks, and wrote the whole thing in 2 or 3 weeks. It was pretty amazing.
It was
What do you think
fantastic.
of it?
Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's some fantastic tracks on it. It's just a pity, you know, we always said that there's quite a few tracks that we'd love to tour with. So who knows what's going to happen in the future, but, you know, it'd be a pity if those tracks went to the wayside and never got toured. You know, certainly not a live show anyway, because there's a lot of good stuff on it.
With Keith doing some extra gigs on his own, one or both of you, have you thought of doing a few solo gigs, either, you know, after a concert or in the off season, if you have an off season?
We're going home for a couple of weeks in November. We've brought the tour up because, I mean, I think a lot of the guys felt that the last tour was so long, it was easier to just maybe take a couple of weeks off in the middle. So we're going home. I mean, I do plan to just do what I usually do at home. So I just love doing kind of live gig with the guitar and maybe a fiddler or something.
Yeah, but I want you to do that here. Stateside.
Right.
Massachusetts. To be more specific.
I almost did do, took a couple of bookings for Boston, but I decided to go instead.
I sort of came late to the party this year, as you know, up for the tour. So logistically, I mean, it does take a lot of planning to do. Keith, you know, sort of is doing it the sort of bars way and doing it that way. Personally, I'd like to do it. If I was doing it, I'd like to do sort of maybe mini theatres and that type of thing, and do it that way, you know, and put it to a bigger scale. That obviously takes more planning to do. But I have been talking to somebody in the past about it as well, who was talking about doing a bit of Canada and the East Coast of the States as well. So you never know. That's around the corner.
I know you don't do French website. Oui, ok. Comment vous trouvez Montréal? How do you think, comment
How do you like Montreal?
J'adore Montreal. It is. I love it. As we were saying, it's one of our. To me, it's one of my favorite places in the whole of Canada and the US, because it's really different from anywhere else. As I say, it's like somebody's dropped a piece of France in the middle of Canada, and everybody seems to have your own identity here. You know, it's just I love it. It's really great. Just the architecture and everything.
Then what about Halifax?
We were not in Halifax,
I
so we
know,
see the
but-
same thing about that.
That's what I said. Well, we flew
We did
from
come to you.
Halifax to see that.
Oh, wow.
Are we going to get to hear you two sing Gold and Silver Days?
When, tonight? Or some point in the future?
Somewhere during the tour?
That's Sharon's business.
We always did love singing, that's for sure. So,
Well, it's on my DVD out, actually.
Are you guys going to be able to sign an autograph for us?
we are, as far as we know. Yeah, you're going to come and get photographs.
have
So
Yes.
we can.
I have pens.
We could.
I
We
got
use these for something, or
These
not?
are on my staff.
I think we should be able to do that. Yeah.
A double question.
Yep.
Is it true, back to Storm, is it true that there's an alien fooling around in the back that knocks the trees over?
Yep. Nice quick answer.
And part two, is it true that George fell asleep and knew fell asleep in the shed?
Yes.
Very true.
I was very sleeping and Damien shaking because I had to run out and start singing something. It's been a long couple of weeks.
John, what's there? Thank you very much. Thank you.
That would be nice, yeah.
Thank you.
I was just wondering if you had gone for a run in Montreal this morning, Ryan.
I did, yes. I did my 8.5 miles. I got slightly lost. I did more than I should have. But no, it's lovely. Because the last time we were here, we did a conference here. Last time we were staying down in the old area, so I went to try and find that place again. So it took me longer to find it. It was lovely. 'Cause it was a lovely morning.
Yeah.
So that's really nice. So nice to get out and get out of the bus and get the legs going.
Just change gear.
I don't know as much about you as everybody else here.
Okay.
My name's George. It's Ryan. You're George.
I am. And so I was curious, how did the band form? I don't know the history, but I'm curious.
Auditions,
Were
you know.
you guys playing in clubs, got drunk one night?
No.
So it sounds like that. It didn't really happen.
There was holding auditions to put the show together, and we came to Scotland, and I just went along. Phil Coulter, I was a big fan of his, and I heard of the holding auditions in Glasgow, so I just went to meet him, and he just said he was looking for a 6'2" Scottish guy. I sort of ticked most of the boxes for it, but there were holding auditions all over Ireland as well that put the show together, so it's not like we never knew each other before that. It's not a hand pick.
You were looking for 6 people to...
5 it was at the time, yeah.
Yeah, and they sort of, they had an idea of sort of, they wanted the type people to be very different, and that's effectively what they got, you know. So they didn't know if it was going to work and whether the voice would blend together or anything like that, and just it was sort of sink or swim. And thankfully, we've been swimming ever since, yeah, flopping in the water.
And they're all different, every one of them.
The little guy.
Who used to take care of him?
Thank you for him, not us. He's got a tutor comes on tour with him, Ashley, who is Damien's tutor. She got Damien through school, so she'll get anybody. But yeah,
There are legal guardians for him on tour, but you know, we all take a turn each and look after him for the time.
Okay.
He's a nice little kid.
Is he on your bus?
Yeah. Snores.
I know, George, you like German food, and when you were in Springfield, Massachusetts, you went to the Student Prince a couple of times.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
I really want to get you to the Hofstra House.
To the what?
Hofstra House.
I don't know. I think I might have been there too. I
Said
keep
you
looking
didn't
for
make
German
it.
bars when I travel around. And the problem is I go into every single bar until I find one. That's a lie.
Well, I have